What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Crossover Athlete Insights. This is the Saturday edition. We are your co-hosts, Joshua Shapiro and Joey Murray. Welcome back to the dungeon down here in my basement. As always, we gotta spice up the setup a little bit, don't you think? Like, find something.
Yeah, it looks kinda janky.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? All I got's my TV in the background. Actually, you can't even see it. We thought we were being
Is your
so
camera on?
yeah.
Oh,
Um, we thought we were being fancy, and like behind, right above Joey's head, there's three jerseys. Actually, here we go. Look at that setup right there. Yep. Well, we thought it would have been a pretty good little thing, and that it didn't work out exactly how we planned. So here we are in the dungeon. Gotta love it. All right, just grinding it out. Nothing like it. So in today's pod, though, we are going to get into the little college football championship preview we have coming on the 8th. Is that Monday? It's got to be
it's
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah. That is coming up. Gonna be a good one. It's like an interesting clash where you have like such a fully balanced Michigan team versus just an absolute air raid with Michael Penix and the guys.
Versus my Heisman/1-1 pick, Michael Penix.
Well, he didn't win the Heisman.
He won my Heisman.
He won your heart.
No, my Heisman.
Yep, straight to your heart. Um, I loved him. I had the bet. I had the bet on him to do it, but unfortunately, Jaden Daniels' numbers were insane. All right, so also with that, we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over some like some Pro Bowl snub. Oh gosh, man,
Tough out here.
it is. Pro Bowl snubs, and then, some betting, some Week 18 player incentives. Those always seem to have some good little action. I actually think I found a really good one, alright? And we'll get into that later, so make sure you stick around to get through to the end. We'll have some other little snippets of things, throughout the pod as well, not just those, but that is the main talking points today. Almost kicked Joey's camera over. What a setup we have. Alright, into the championship preview. Washington versus Michigan this Monday. What do you like?
Washington.
Yeah?
Yeah, I still think Michigan are, bit of frauds.
Frauds?
Not necessarily frauds, but I don't think they're I really don't think they're as good as people think they are, and I think the good news is that even if they do win, it'll have the asterisk. Um, so that'll be nice for all Ohio State fans.
I mean, I really hope they lose.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a good team. I really do. As much as I
I
get,
mean, yeah, they're a good team, don't get me wrong, but, like,
yeah,
I don't think they're could be the odds-on favorites. I mean, they've been snubbing, Washington on everything. Like, they were the 2 seed, and they were
dogs.
dogs by, like, 5
I mean, dogs to Oregon, which kind of seemed
after they already
fair.
beat them.
But yeah, Oregon beat themselves that game.
I know, Oregon was playing better football at the time.
Yeah,
Washington was kinda sputtering
but
a little
also
bit.
the line was like 8.5, and that just felt so disrespectful.
Yeah.
So, um, props to Washington to continue to prove like those people wrong over in Vegas.
They
And
almost blew it, though,
yeah,
against Texas.
yeah. Oh, at the end,
Yeah.
yeah. I just think like here's my take on the game on Monday is that like Washington is like 77th in the FBS in rushing defense. Michigan's obviously, I think they're top 5 in rushing offense, which is what they do well. And then they also have had this knack this entire year to like run some sort of like trick gadget play hits.
Mhm.
Like all year they've hit, it feels like. And on the other side of the football, you have Washington that's just full air raid. Michael Penix had more passing yards than Michigan had total offense in the game against Bama. All right. So Penix against Texas. So the thing is like that I'm worried about, not worried about, that I can see happening is like, can Michigan keep up on the ground the chunk plays that Washington usually gets? You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I kinda think of it about it the opposite way, is the thing that worries me is that, like, Michigan's gonna hold the ball.
Yeah.
They're gonna go down the field. They operate like an NFL offense in terms of, like, they're just
Yes.
gonna work down the field. They're not looking for those huge chunk plays
Hmm.
like Washington is.
That's Harbaugh's
So
background.
yeah, so I'm worried that they're just gonna hold the ball, that all it's gonna take is a couple turnovers from, Washington or
Hmm.
a couple punts or anything like that, and I think that's Michigan's game to lose.
That's also fair. I mean, I
So,
guess
obviously,
it's
I'm like everybody else in the country, I'm rooting for Washington, but I don't know.
how could you not love to see that story of just Washington winning it all?
Honestly, it's more of just like I just really don't want Michigan to win.
I know, I agree too, but I
Yeah,
love from the beginning of the year, I feel like everybody has, like, enjoyed watching, like, a guy like Michael Penix take over and
yeah.
just run the show. So A big dilemma actually in Washington is the running back got hurt at I think the last play of the
Yeah,
game.
it almost lost them the entire game.
Yeah.
I was because you didn't watch the whole
I
thing,
didn't
right?
watch that last play,
So
no.
yeah, so I watched the whole thing because 'cause I'm a true college football fan, and, um
I was on vacation.
exactly, more of a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the game was over. They would've had 15 seconds left in the game to go the entire length of the field, but they stopped the clock with, like, 47 seconds left
Because of it.
because he, like, couldn't get off the field, and now he's gonna play this week.
No, he might not.
They said he's gonna play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But even so, you gotta expect him to be somewhat hampered by that.
Yeah, and maybe don't, like, keep him in on, like, the two-minute drill.
Yeah, they definitely don't at that point.
Um,
But
and,
even
I mean, he's been so hurt all year, like, you gotta give him props at, like, just the
for keeping
toughness of the dude.
yeah.
Um, yeah, like, it would've been I would've felt so bad if they lost the game because of him after everything he's done for them this year,
Mhm.
and, like, objectively, that would be the reason that they lost,
Yeah,
and they really, really almost lost.
yeah. That would have been super unfortunate for him as, like, that's
Yeah,
his
just as, like, a person to person, it's just
yeah.
like, "Man," like, that's just not how things should go.
No, and, he'd be getting hate mail and all that type
Yeah.
of stuff because fans are
I
crazy.
don't know, Washington, like, West Coast,
I
they're
think they're all crazy. All college football fans are nuts in their own way. I think so here's the other factor now. So he's hurt, and you're an air raid anyways, but you had a decent run game with him, like, he's good. And Penix moves better than people think,
Mhm.
but he doesn't move as well as Milrow,
Yeah.
and Milrow was sacked, like, 6 or 7 times. So now you're in a position as Washington where your starting running back's hurt. You're already a passing offense, and Michigan brings the heat.
Yeah, but so, I mean, it's just gonna be on the wide receivers. It's gonna be man
You
coverage,
have
and
the guys for that.
yes, so when you bring up that, like, I like Washington even more.
But can they get like
I think so, yeah.
it'll be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good game.
I hope so. I actually so lines at 56. I like the over. I think it's an over game.
I don't know.
I know the
It
way
just depends on if what Michigan decides to do, how they
sure.
decide to operate.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're gonna pull out a couple of those trick plays, at least one, maybe two. Um, I mean, it's the national championship, so you're going out all the stops. No film doesn't matter anymore after this game. So you're going to do everything you can, and I think there's going to be some of those chunk plays that lead to that over. And Washington's going to get theirs. I
mhm,
don't think like they're not being shut down by any means. So I like the over. At least I'm leaning the over. I wouldn't say I love it, but I'd lean that way if I were to take any side on the total. Let's see. Anything else through that game?
um, no, I mean, like, I think it's gonna come down to Blake Corum.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for that Washington front.
Just tough for everybody.
Yeah, that's what they've done.
Yeah.
And they
Once again, shout out to the College Football Playoff Committee. Final year, getting it right.
yeah,
Just
leaving Georgia out.
yeah, I mean, they could have replaced Georgia with Alabama. I think it would have been kind of the same.
Yeah, but you had to put Bama because they won the
Yeah.
championship. I would have loved to see a Washington Georgia game actually.
Yeah.
Like Texas deserved it because they won. Like they've always said, the conference championships. If you're in that situation, then it matters. And so held true to that. But how great of a game would that have been? I would have loved it. I think everybody would have. Although it was a great game anyways. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Couldn't ask for much more.
No, absolutely not. Um. All right. What else?
What was the next thing on our agenda?
Yeah, I mean, Pro Bowl snubs or like you want to talk about Browns. I just didn't know if you had anything else to touch on in that game. Do you like any of the over unders at all? The line's 4.5, by the way. So let's just touch that real quick.
Um,
Michigan favored.
yeah, I would assume. It's tough. Honestly, I don't know if I'd really touch it. The game could just go any direction
Yeah,
because I could see um if Washington gets up early, gets like a 10-0 early, like I how's that Michigan team going to respond? Like they actually have to start trying to march down the field quickly.
I think that's the idea. Like
Yeah.
if they
Uh,
have to play catch up, they're in trouble.
yeah. Yeah, Washington, they're never going to be out of it
Hmm.
unless they just continue to make
Turn
mistakes
the
and that
ball
defense
over.
just shuts them down,
Hmm.
which I don't think that's going to happen, but
I don't think they get shut down.
yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of like the under to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Just I see Michigan kind of controlling the ball a little bit. Um,
giving the ball out of the best player on the field's hands.
yeah, I think I could see it being like a 28-14 game or a 21-17 or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think that here's my thing always in college football. I have always been a big believer in, finding the team as far as when I make bets, finding the team that has better quarterback, honestly, like, the pro quarterback. And then you add in the offensive weapons that, like, Michael Penix has around him. And to me, like, if you're giving me 4.5 points at the significant difference in quarterback in the national championship game, like, this is the top tier stage, and JJ McCarthy's been good throughout the way, but he's not Michael Penix.
Yeah.
So give me the better quarterback, give me the guy who also has the better weapons around him. Um, Michigan may be the better team overall. They are the better
Yeah.
team overall, but when you take the talent into account and the ability to, like, sling the rock and put up points and the leadership that we have talked about continuously, Michael Penix, I like Washington at 4.5 points if you're gonna give me that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, Michigan is just the better probably better football team.
absolutely.
Yeah, Washington's weapons are obviously better.
And I think that has big play. I really do. I think continuously in college football, like, in games like this of this magnitude, that you always like those guys most of the time, they rise to the occasion, and, like, those are the plays you get to see Odunze probably make something crazy happen. Michael Penix is gonna escape from one of those sacks that,
Mhm.
maybe Milrow didn't in the
It's
semi.
Mahomes like a little bit. And
Um,
also the
I think that's
sacks in the out for Alabama came early.
they had 5 in the first half.
Yeah. So, could have been on Milrow. I didn't look at it
No,
too much.
they were just sending more than they were
Oh,
blocking,
okay.
honestly. Like
Gotta get
stunts and all that type of stuff.
gotta get rid of it.
Yeah. I mean, I think and that's the thing too is Washington runs a lot like, a lot of their glorified run game are, like, outside, they spread out into wide receiver screens a lot with Odunze, and who's the other guy? Polk or something like
I
that?
don't know his name.
It's the second guy is Polk, I think. So they'll run that, and that's like like, a way to, get rid of it on the blitz, so maybe they hot out to that. I don't know. Interesting game, really excited for it. Could be a great one. Go Huskies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I can speak for all of America.
Besides maybe one state.
F the state up north. Family show, family show.
Family show. Sorry for
Alright.
cussing.
Sorry for cussing. I
Dude,
didn't
I
cuss.
love how everybody's talking about Sketch.
And he's everywhere. You were on top of it. You
I
were.
was yeah, like, I feel like I was one of the
It
early
felt that
adopters.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty like, 'cause I even felt kinda weird watching him because
Like, this guy
I
is,
was like, "Am I allowed to be watching this guy?"
can I laugh at him?
Yeah, and then he started playing with, Vontaze and just talking mad smack, and I was
Hilarious.
like, "Oh my."
He was playing with the other dude that, he's just a big streamer. He doesn't, like, stream anything, but, like, Jinxie has been on my feed too
Mhm.
because of it, and he's hilarious.
I could care less about him.
I think he's funny as can be. That's where the TikTok feed started is I was on
Oh, really?
Jinxie, and then, like, you said sketch, and my phone instantly said, "Sketch, all sketch, all sketch." Like, that's what it turned into. They're always freaking listening.
His comebacks,
He's so
just
funny.
my favorite one is he's the guy he plays with that just gets so mad at him, who was a college quarterback, by the
Yeah,
way. He balled out too, like, his stats were crazy, but, like, just never
yeah.
for whatever reason, I
I
don't know.
don't know.
But, yeah, he's just like, I'd pay you to give me the ball right now," and it's sketch, like, "I'd pay you to do a lot of things. I'd pay you to eat a salad. I'd pay you to stay away from my kids."
He's so good.
Oh my gosh. So
He
funny.
cracks me up.
I watch his videos all the time.
He's been doing, like, just, like, normal like, talk to viewer streams now, like, he's gotten so
He
big.
was just like he got, like, a water pick for Christmas, like a flosser thing, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll give it to a homeless guy." Like, dude.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Alright, so we talked a little bit before. Actually, did you see Nikola Jokic's game winner yesterday?
Mm-mm.
So, literally, from an inbounds play, he's 7 feet tall. Like, he hates basketball. He
Yeah,
just does
which
it
is
as a job.
hilarious.
And I think that's the best
Hates
part.
being famous,
I think that's the best part of it all, actually. And he's just the best player in the NBA.
and, like, he's open about not liking basketball.
Yeah, he doesn't ca he's like, "This is a job."
Yeah, and they were like there was a press conference, at the beginning of the year. I think it was before the season started, and they were like, "Oh, like, when did you start, like, shooting around and stuff before the season started?" And he said something,
Yeah,
and, his teammate was just like, "There's no way."
not a chance. Yeah, so, let's play, there's, like, no time. Meanwhile, so it's a tie game. Actually, yeah, it was a tie game. possession before, he hits the game tying shot. Okay. Then he gets it, takes a dribble. He's in like 40 feet away in the corner and just like throws it up and hits it from 40 feet at 7 feet tall. And it's just, he's incredible at what he does. It doesn't make any sense. And he actually smiled when he hit it.
Oh, wow, good
Believe
for
it or not.
him.
I know. He didn't even smile after he won the NBA
Yeah,
finals.
you just wanna go home.
Yeah. He's like, the job's done. I can
Well,
go
he
home.
found out that he had to go to the parade.
Oh, yeah. He was not happy about that. He didn't smile after winning the finals.
It's so funny that, like, he loves horses. Like, can you imagine him on a horse?
Yeah. He's huge.
Like,
I don't know. He just buys them and races them.
yeah. How much money is he getting right now? Is he on a real deal?
Oh, he's on a big deal.
It's like
Max deal. Yeah.
yeah, I figured. I was like, I just wanna know what he does with all of that money.
I mean, he probably lives like a king. Apparently, he just so I've seen it before. There's this hilarious video of him in the off season, I think like 2 years ago now. And so there's a horse and he's in like whatever, like not a chariot, but like a little like wooden thing that he's sitting on and he looks enormous in it. His knees are in his chest and he's just like got beers in each hand and the horse is just like dragging him around and he's just slugging beers back. And like that's his
I
off
I
season.
saw videos of him clubbing, and, like, he's just on the dance floor, like, dancing and
Yeah.
just messed up
eh,
and
Like
just having
hammered.
the time of his life.
Yeah, he doesn't care. That's all he wants to do. You know, he was a fat, like, super fat as a kid. Have you
Yeah,
seen
I
those
saw the
pictures?
picture, yeah, he looks
Yeah.
like me.
I was pretty thick myself, can't lie. He
Was?
signed yeah,
Was.
I still enjoy a little bit of fatness in my time. Um, if I didn't work out, I would be 8,000,000 pounds. I can promise you that the way I eat. Alright.
I
Uh,
was thinking about, like, there are people that, like, let's say you graduate high school and you're 18, you had gym classes then.
they don't
There are
do
people
anything.
that are 40 years old now that have gone that entire time without, like,
Do
exercising.
I know.
It's crazy.
I
Like, can you imagine
I
n
genuinely
not
enjoy working out, though. Like, I
I
like
just
it.
feel accomplished. Like, you just feel like
Not
you
even
did something for yourself.
definitely accomplish, but, like, I also my body feels better.
Yeah, that's the whole
So,
point.
I know.
Like, I don't do it for fun.
I enjoy it,
I hate
actually.
it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'll still do it when I'm done playing baseball and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I'll probably have more fun with it because,
You
like,
can do other things.
yeah.
I'm bench pressing, it's sick. I
Yeah,
have never
I don't have to worry about my shoulder anymore.
Yeah, that's
No, but it's just like the it's just the craziest thing. And like after the season, like I usually take a week to 10 days off. Basically, I just try to take off as much time as I can without going crazy.
yeah,
And then it's just like, okay, I have to go do something.
right.
Like
I That's how I get.
it's
It's
just
almost
crazy to me.
you get into, like, it's a rhythm, essentially, like,
Yeah,
you
oh,
get
it's a
into
routine. Yeah,
you get yeah, that's what the word I was looking for. So you get into the routine of doing it, and then, like, as soon as you take, like, 2-week break, and, like, by the end of the 2 weeks, you're like, "I feel like a lazy bum." I know that's how I felt.
well, it's not even that. It's just like almost like my skin. Like if I haven't sweat in like a couple days, like I just feel like
Off.
greasy and off, and I'm just like,
Would you forget the shower?
no, no, I don't even know how to. I
No,
don't even
I
know how to
agree, though, like,
explain it. Like it's
everything
just like,
just feels worse.
yeah, like
My body's more achy when I don't work out.
yeah.
It's just it's weird.
Yeah, it's like, would you rather go to the doctor when you're old to go see a cardiologist or a orthopedic?
Yeah, orthopedic all day,
Yeah, I'd rather be in pain from working out than be in pain from dying.
for real. Jokic, $276,000,000, by the way.
I thought it was gonna be more.
Well, that was the record-breaking deal. So,
Oh,
in the NBA, it's not 10-year deals. That's
yeah.
like a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
It's like a 4 deal. It is a lot of
Yeah, I
money.
remember Luka's deal was like 500.
Would he?
Yeah. It was something insane.
I don't even think that's possible because they have caps.
Maybe not. I don't follow basketball.
Um, 5-year, 215,000,000.
Oh, okay.
That's annual 43,000,000.
That's so sick.
Alright, what's Jokic's annual? 47 points, 5-year, 276. He's getting 60,000,000 more dollars.
Awesome.
He's so good. I'm telling you,
I just love when guys get paid.
yeah,
I love that.
and that this is the whole story. He was drafted during a Taco Bell commercial in the 2nd round of the NBA draft. They didn't even announce it. They weren't even on TV talking about his draft pick, nothing. The Nuggets picked him in the 2nd round during a Taco Bell, like, quesarito, and here he is, the best player in the NBA.
Nah,
So,
LeBron.
get out of my face. bum. No, okay, second best player ever, LeBron. Um, Crazy though. You need to see the shot, actually. Nuts. Like,
Why don't I just look at it afterward? Because
I have it pulled up.
I'm not gonna come over there.
Why?
Chords.
What do you trip?
I
It's so
just
crazy though. I'm watching it. Okay. And then the other thing, Wembanyama on his birthday sent from outer space to end the debate between LeBron and Michael
Mhm.
Jordan.
I
Hon
can't wait.
Honestly, I hope so.
It'd make life better for everybody if you just be objectively the greatest player of all time.
Just do it, please. Honestly, so I saw this was like 2 days ago. I saw him dunk from like the free throw
Mhm.
line, and he's just like, first off, he barely jumps, but it almost looked like you're like in NBA 2K, and he like went up for the dunk, brought it down like he canceled the dunk, and then he just like decided like, all right, I'll just stick my hand back up and dunk it again because some guy like swooped in underneath and he like kind of like picked into. It's just the reach is insane.
Yeah.
He looks fake.
Imagine if he does what Giannis does and puts on, like, 80 pounds.
You've got to though.
He needs to,
Yeah.
but
Does he have the work ethic like Giannis does? That's the
I
question.
don't know. I
I mean,
don't think
that's why not many people do. So let's see. So yesterday was his birthday, and that was the whole idea. Are you right? Like everybody was January 4th was his birthday, and everybody's like, "Are you going to ride with Wemby or fade Wemby on his birthday on the points?" 19 and a half. I think he ended up with 27.
mm,
Yeah, he had a good day. He had like nine,
Spurs are so bad,
so bad. And did
and
you
they
see?
beat the Lakers, a couple weeks ago.
They stink. They always have problems.
They said, they're down in the 1st quarter. It was like 22 games this year so far out of, like, 29.
Who? The Spurs or the Lakers?
Lakers.
So they were getting ready to fire Darwin Ham again,
Who's that?
the coach of the Lakers. They always fire a coach because LeBron doesn't like him. Like, that's what it comes down to. Every time. LeBron, I mean, that's the thing. He's got so much power in the NBA. Okay.
He's a GM.
Yeah. So, here's the deal. We'll talk a little NBA. Bronny James is super average, it appears,
Okay.
in my eyes. I think he gets a lot of hype because he's LeBron's kid. Fair. All right. The younger one looks better, by the way. He
I've
looks
I've
like
heard it. I've heard the nerdy one is
yeah, but
yeah,
he's like 6'5" already. Like he looks like baller.
yeah,
All right. So Bronny is at USC. If he declares for the draft after this year, which like he only probably does because he gets drafted because of his dad is like selling him.
yeah.
He's like LeBron's like LeVar Ball right now. Honestly, he's trying to sell his
Better
kids.
version of he's what LeVar Ball wanted to be.
LeVar was excellent at what he wanted to do.
Yeah, marketing.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, now we know who LiAngelo Ball is, and we shouldn't.
Yeah, I exactly. So here's the thing: if you are like middle of the pack team, I don't think Bronny James is a lottery pick. So if you're like a middle of the pack team, do you just like take Bronny James in the lottery section and be like, all right, I get LeBron with Bronny?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because at the very least, you're getting a lot more ticket sales.
Right. Jersey
And
sales,
I
ticket
would
sales.
I don't watch NBA very often. Like, I watch, like, the primetime games when it's, like,
You,
Spurs versus Lakers
it's
or
like Griffey and his kid all over again.
yeah, like, if if I was in Cleveland or somewhere and I found out, like, "Oh, LeBron and his son are coming to play," like, "Yeah, I'll go."
Yeah. I think so too. I think that you definitely do that.
Yeah.
You
It's like
may
when we were talking about, like,
it's
going to
just
see Messi play. Like, we're not soccer guys, but it's like, yeah, I'll go see Messi play."
100% I would go see Messi
Yeah.
play.
And then we found out it was in Fort Lauderdale and not Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's
I was
unfortunate.
actually upset.
Yeah. I think actually so crazy enough, the crew tickets are not that bad. Like if you go in half and half with people, I mean, you could probably sell your Messi tickets for the entire price of the crew season tickets.
Probably.
Like and get it all back to just sell like that one game
Yeah. Well, that's what my mom did in college when she was at Ohio State. Like,
and sell the
she had no
Michigan
money,
game.
and so she would just sell the Michigan game ticket, and that'd pay for her food for the year.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like she would have the rest of the games or
I think she would sell the big ones just
yeah.
because she nothing.
But then she have to pay for the tickets?
I don't think as a student, I think
Yeah.
I
You do now at least.
I
Maybe you
don't know.
didn't
I don't
have
know
to.
how I mean, yeah, she's not a recent student.
I know that. That's why I just said maybe you didn't have to before.
Yeah,
Yeah, because my cousins are there. They have to pay for their student section ticket.
that was stupid.
What did it? I
You're
mean,
gonna
it's
pay
just
$20,000 a year to go to. cool there.
20,000.
I don't know. I
More
didn't
than
go
that.
I didn't go there. They didn't ask for me to come there.
Yeah, it's more than that. Gotta be. It's probably 26 to 30 now. Something stupid.
Jeez,
Yeah,
sounds like an out of state school.
it's so stupid. I'm not gonna look it up. It's stupid though. All right, let's go football.
She's still sick.
She's got a cough. She feels better though.
That's good.
Yeah.
She doesn't sound better.
No, she sounds better. She just
Yeah.
coughs. Her voice is much better. Riley got it too. Yeah. So she's bedridden. I brought it home. Well, I didn't bring it home myself. I don't know. Just let her be. I let her. She's been in the bedroom the whole time. She won't leave. I don't know the last time she left the house. Whatever. Okay. Um, all right. So your boys, the Cleveland Browns.
On
My boys.
I'm a Cleveland supporter.
I know, but beforehand you were trying to sit here and tell me that they're Super Bowl
They
contenders.
absolutely are
I don't understand how you can sit here and look anybody in the eyes and say that and
because
be legit.
they have a top tier defense,
Okay, no argument.
and their offense the past 3 weeks has been a top tier offense.
You're really going to continue to buy the Joe Flacco train, though.
Why would I not?
It's just one of those classic stories. Like it's a
Yeah,
great run, but it's like Josh Dobbs all over again, in my opinion. It's going to
I don't
end.
know. He's already won a Super Bowl,
Okay, but now he's 40, just came off the
and
couch.
he looks like yeah, exactly, and he looks like he's 28.
Okay, but I'm just saying Josh Dobbs had a great run too, and everybody's sitting here telling me he's going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL for the next 20 years. Okay,
Who is
not
telling
20
you?
years, but he's going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
But he was playing like one.
Well, he's not anymore.
Yeah,
He's not even, he's a
okay,
healthy
okay,
scratch
but
now.
you can't put Josh Dobbs in the same category as Joe Flacco.
It's the same concept.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
No, Joe
Of a
Flacco's had
back,
no, because Joe Flacco's had NFL success before.
yes, but yes, 100% he did. That was in a different time in his life. We can't sit here and say that time doesn't make a difference in a person's career.
Yeah, I agree, but, like,
Okay.
he's still the same guy, like, it's still him.
He doesn't mean it's still the fact that there's just no way at 40 coming off the couch that he can continue the success in the playoffs.
I mean, you say that until it happens about everything. Like, that's the same like,
I'm
it's the
just
case with anything.
You're right, and that's what happened to Josh Dobbs, and that's what's gonna happen to Joe Flacco.
We'll see.
I mean, it is what it is. The Browns are a cursed franchise to
Yeah,
begin with,
for sure.
so it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, no, they're definitely cursed. I'm not saying they're gonna win, I'm just saying, like, I think they have a legitimate shot at being a team
Let
that could win it.
let's roll through the AFC picture right here,
'Kay.
okay? Assuming the Bills win, okay, so we
I think
can
they beat the Bills.
I'm assuming the Bills win this week, so we have the Bills in the playoffs, okay? So you have the Ravens on a bye, but then you have the Browns, the Dolphins, Bills, what's the other team?
The Texans in there?
Possibly Texans or Jags. That depends.
I think Browns are beat all those teams except for the Ravens.
Um,
I don't think they stand a chance against the Ravens.
no, I don't think nobody on that side does. I will say one team because of one guy.
Are you talking about in the AFC?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, 49ers. I'm sorry, I meant NFC and then
No, no, yeah,
AFC. Oh, Bills?
yes.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he can do insane things and win you a game.
I agree. I agree. That's
I
probably
also don't think the Browns beat them because of that.
I think that I I think the Browns have a good shot at beating the Bills.
They've been playing good football lately.
They have been. Yeah.
I think it's a scary team. I think them and the Rams are very scary teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the Rams right now.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't.
Yeah. And especially they're resting Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup's
He's
you
so
know,
beat up. I think they're
what round are
resting
you taking?
Tyron too.
Yeah, they're probably resting Puka as well.
Puka has a I don't know if it's an incentive, but a milestone game. I think
Oh, yeah, yeah, he only needs, like, 29 yards or something.
29 yards shy of setting the all-time rookie receiving record that has been broken since 1960.
So, what we should do is bet Puka over 29 in the first half, because 'cause they're gonna get him that
Get his
quick
first half
and
yards.
then get him out of there.
I like that.
That's a genius move by me.
I like that a lot. And then the other one in the Rams is Higbee needs 5 more receiving yards for
I
$125,000.
think he'll get
Yeah, I think so. They'll just give him, like, one of
like,
those,
the
they do a lot
I
of tight end
I
screens.
love that they do that, when it's just there's the classic Gronk one, and he tells Tom, he's like, "Yeah, I need one more catch for $1,000,000." He goes and that's when he's like, "I got you."
Yeah,
And
right
then
there, screen.
they threw a screen pass.
That's what the best is. Oh, Deontay Foreman needs 2 touchdowns for $100,000.
No.
Come on.
I don't think the Bears are in a position to play for incentives right now,
Why not?
and especially with Deontay Foreman not being, the guy, it's still a competitive backfield. So,
Yeah,
Khalil
Herbert's
Herbert's not gonna
taking
be
over
like, "Oh, yeah, I'll give you all the goal line snaps when I'm fighting for
when I need my
my."
money too.
Yeah, and he needs a contract, and yeah, so, probably not that.
Here's my pick of the week for that, for, like, incentives wise. Um, Comes from the Lions. They're not, I think they're clinched on everything already. They're already set in stone where they're gonna be. They play the Vikings, so here we go. Josh Reynolds needs a 200 or gets a $250,000 bonus with 6 receiving touchdowns. He has 5, and then he also needs only 36 yards to get another $250,000.
Yeah, so he's
I'm gonna assume his line's around 36
let's
anyways.
talk after this because these are actually
That's a good
that's
one.
a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good parlay one right there.
I mean, the touchdown and the receiving. I don't see, it's a half a milli, he's getting it.
Has to.
Has to.
If they've clinched, they're locked in, Dan Campbell's for the boys, and just, even the
The
owners,
boys are for the boys. The
even the
owners are
owners are,
not.
unless you're in Carolina, I'm sure the owners are "Yeah,
Did you
hey, if you were in the playoffs, I don't care."
did you see, speaking of Carolina, sorry, that just got me on this. Did you see what the fine was for him tossing
It
the
was,
drink?
300K,
300,000.
and, yeah, JJ Watt was like, "That's 6 illegal block."
I mean, it's the stupidest thing ever, and this guy, it so the Kelsey podcast, the Kelsey brothers were talking about it, and Jason makes a great point. He's like, "Being tossing a drink in my face?
Oh, it's worse than punching you in the face.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
At least you did it like, I can have, it's an anger thing when you punch me in the face, but, like, that is just pure
like
disrespect,
yeah,
like,
just
I'm better than you.
yeah,
Snobby.
yeah.
What does he expect out of those owners?
I don't know.
And here's the thing, is apparently, he had come out the owner had come out with a statement, and the owner was, like, saying stuff along the lines of he should have let, like, NFL
Mhm,
security handle it and things like that. So when you're saying something like he should have let somebody else handle it, what did the fan say?
yeah.
What did they say?
I mean
What could have been something? He had to have said something just brutal.
honestly, I aside from, just, the ridiculous things, he probably kinda deserves it.
Like the
He li
fan?
No, the owner, he's running that place into the ground.
Oh, okay. I was confused on where we're going
No,
with that.
the owner, dude, yeah, you're shocked that this team that you just bought and this entire city, it loves and supports, and you're running it into the ground, sending everybody away, hiring the wrong guys.
It's just too
Their
quick to the
tickets selling for
trigger.
49 cents.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I saw.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No
Yeah, it
way.
was 49 or 57 cents or something like that,
That's
and
hilarious.
nobody showed up.
Dude, that's the funniest thing ever.
It's just why don't you just give away tickets for free at that point?
Honestly, they probably
They'll
still,
make it back in beer sales.
it'll be like Oakland, they're just gonna boycott the team again.
Good.
Reverse boycott, but this was a real boycott. Um, that's fu dude, I didn't know that they were just giving away tickets like that.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I'll
Nobody wants to
I'll
go
look it up
see.
real quick.
Um, I will say though, Bryce Young's been playing better football as of late.
Honestly, I don't watch him just because
I've just seen
I'm
him
not
on
gonna.
Red Zone.
Oh,
Um, and I think he's gonna be okay. I really do. Uh,
yeah, he's still the 1-1 talent. It's not a
they
fair year. It's not a
missed.
fair year to judge on.
No,
Yeah, they
but they
miss.
missed.
They miss. Yeah, but it's definitely too early to say they picked the absolute wrong guy
Right. They did pick the absolute wrong guy, but he still can be
in the
successful.
short term.
I would say that the things that CJ Stroud like that he is doing is just, um, it's really almost unheard of at this point. He was in the MVP race as a rookie. He missed a couple games. He is significantly the leader of the clubhouse for the offensive rookie of the year, as he should be. Puka should be the only one in the realm. Um, and just to see another quarterback go like you traded up and missed, like it's a tough look.
Yeah.
It's a very tough look. And that's not to say that Bryce Young isn't a good player, isn't a great player, but at the end of the day, like you whiffed and or you didn't whiff,
No, you
but you
don't even get the
missed.
first pick.
You didn't take the right guy. Yeah, and you traded away. Now you're that's the thing. If you're gonna go get the quarterback, shouldn't you at least be in a position to and you're gonna trade your next first rounder for the next year, like, wouldn't you think you'd wanna be in the position to not give away the first like, put a team together that you don't think is just god awful. Like, everybody looked at that Carolina roster and knew it was awful.
I mean, their defense wasn't that bad.
Yes, but, like, in a general sense, like, if your wide receiver 1 is Adam Thielen at, like, 40 years old, and your wide receiver 2 is Jonathan Mingo, who nobody's ever heard of, like, and your backfield is, Chuba actually had a good year.
Miles Sanders.
And Miles Sanders, who was only good because he was in Philly with the best
Yeah.
offensive line in football, like, he was terrible the year before, um, and just scored he only scored touchdowns, it wasn't even
Yeah, he
like he
never
was
really did. He had never had the production.
he was never an efficient guy, like, anything like that. And you're gonna sit here and go, like, say, "Yep, let's go get the number 1 guy," after you traded away, like, top 15 wide receiver in football.
Did better than that.
Yeah,
I would say it's better than top 15.
top 12,
Yeah.
top 10,
Like,
no, I don't know about 10.
all right, so let's do it.
Okay. Number 1, well, Tyreek, number 1,
Tyreek number 1.
or Jettas.
Okay. Yeah, and we don't need an order. We can
Okay.
just
Tyreek, Jettas.
Debo.
I think he's a border
Talent-wise.
I think it's border. We'll hold off.
Okay.
We'll put him in the
Jamar.
yes. I
Um,
still think Devontae's in that.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, we CD.
CeeDee's obviously in that. Would you
Um,
put Amon-Ra in the top 10? I think you do. We're gonna get to
he's
Amon-Ra
not
here
even a
soon.
Pro Bowler.
There it is. There it is. It's
AJ
ridiculous.
Brown.
Would you?
Top 10, yes.
Okay, is that 5 or 6? I got lost. Okay, let me write it down. Alright. Restart. Okay, so number to this thing. Tyreek, Jettas, Jamar, Devontae, CD, um, AJ Brown. Okay, Mike Evans has to be in
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Has to.
Absolutely.
He's almost a top like 15 all time, top 10
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
Um, who else was
Cup's
awesome?
no longer out in
No,
there.
I wouldn't put him in that range yet or right now.
Puka's closer than
I would agree, but I don't think he's top 10.
yeah, no, I agree.
Who else made the Pro Bowl?
Garrett Wilson.
Not so good,
That's the thing, like, then Devontae can't be.
but Devontae still puts up more numbers.
He
And
does.
Devontae has had like a history of
No, I'm not saying Garrett Wilson's better than Devontae.
no,
I'm
I
just saying,
know.
like, it's the same.
I get it. But I think like
Okay.
there's
Alright, yeah, we
still
can wait. Olave, no.
no. He's close. He's 15. I think he's 15 to 20. Olave's a good player.
Oh, I know. Who are we missing?
We're definitely missing. That's why I'm about to Google.
Amari Cooper?
He could be in that realm, but I'd rather
Yeah,
have who are we even talking about?
Debo.
Well, before that.
Ayuk?
Before that.
Garrett Wilson.
No. Who did we start the whole thing about?
Uh, 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 DJ.
Yep, DJ Moore. Maybe he is top 10.
Who else? We're missing somebody big.
I know he didn't have a good year, but he's not in the top 10 right now, but T. Higgins is a great guy. Um, D Hop. Who else?
I would put D-Hop.
In the top 10?
Yeah. Dude, he just didn't have a quarterback.
He really didn't. His hands are incredible.
He's incredible. Um,
Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman.
no, not Michael Pittman.
He's great.
Yeah, he's great, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's like the best, one of the very top wide receivers in the league.
Fair. All right. I'm looking at this. Oh, I know he's got to be on this
Valdez
list.
Scantling.
Yeah, right.
I saw
Put
his.
Sky Moore up there with him, will you?
Well, he's on IR, so.
Sky Moore is?
Yeah.
Goodness sakes.
I just phantomed.
So not a great end of the year, but he's on this list. He has to be. Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
He's a top 10 guy. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has to be. And I know, like, you don't want to put him on because he's been hurt, but, like, Cup can still be in there
No,
if you
he's too
wanted,
slow. He doesn't have that step.
but he's been hurt.
Nobody, but, like, even when he's not hurt this year,
But he's been
he's
hurt, though.
slow.
He's
But
been hurt. He limps off the field every play.
I know, I think it's just chronic issues, like, he's 32 years old.
Um, I'm just saying, I'm not saying he has to be on, I'm just saying you could still talk
I
into
think
it.
we gotta put Debo.
I agree.
What are we at, 9?
We are at 9. And
DJ.
now you're in a room of DJ Moore. Terry McLaurin is great. He again doesn't have a quarterback and always produces. You're at DJ Moore, Perry. Waddle could kind of be in the mix. He's over 1,000 yards in every 3 seasons, in all 3 seasons. And Amon Ra, who I believe is actually
Yeah,
better than DJ Moore.
I think I'd go DJ Moore over Amon-Ra. I think if
Really,
DJ Moore has Jared Goff as the quarterback,
he's
I
insane.
think he goes off.
He's been good. Like Justin's been really good,
That's not my yeah, that was my point, though.
but that's part of the point of the quarterback. It is
I'm
because
saying,
it's a
like,
quarterback
yeah,
point.
but so are you saying that Amon-Ra has the same.
They throw the ball a lot more, but they run a lot more plays in Detroit.
Yeah, they're just better.
Yeah, it's an overall, like, more efficient offense,
Yeah.
but Justin has been playing well as of late.
Yeah, no, no, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, like, Jared Goff is if I were a wide receiver, I would much rather have Jared Goff throwing than Justin Fields.
Okay.
You're gonna have way less misfires, way less broken plays. You're in a better offense. You're in a with a veteran quarterback that knows who he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's a streaky guy, Goff,
Yeah, a little bit,
so you're gonna get some tough outings,
a
but
little
yeah,
bit.
I agree. The
The other team's trying to.
thing with Goff is, um, like, you see it with Laporta and Amon-Ra is, like, he feeds his boys.
Mhm.
Like, if you're good, you're getting the
Yeah.
ball, and he knows that's like, you have to get the ball in those guys' hands, so DJ Moore would get a million touches with him. Yeah, I would go Amon-Ra, but I would understand the case for DJ. Absolutely.
Yep.
I
Alright,
re
so DJ's 10-11.
Yeah, he's right there.
Fact.
So you trade away a wide receiver 1, a legit 1, and then you go and get that's what pisses me off more than anything else, and it makes sense from the Bears side, you try and get Justin Fields a 1, which I love the idea of, and I think it's helped him this year. I don't think, like, if you just have Darnell Mooney
I
that
mean, Bears made a great trade.
yeah,
Yeah. They
they made a couple because
they
they
did a
now have
ton.
Montez Sweat as well. I think they're doing the right things.
Yeah. They
This
just
is just a
their team
big
was just so bad.
terrible. It's almost like where the Panthers were, or are.
Are.
Yeah, and that's what gets me in the whole idea of this Panthers situation, is you trade up for a quarterback, but you trade your best offensive weapon who also happens to just be a top 12 wide receiver.
Yeah, imagine if they had DJ and Adam Thielen.
Yeah,
Like, that could have changed everything.
yeah, I think so. I
'Cause, like,
mean,
let's be honest, like, Adam Thielen isn't.
but you probably don't have the means to go get that
Yeah,
one spot,
true,
you
true.
know,
Yeah.
without getting rid of DJ, which is the only other thing. You'd have to get rid of, like, JC Horn on the backside, who may end up being more valuable than DJ Moore in the long run. I don't know, he's great. Um, alright, that's our top 10 list. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Uh,
It was all planned.
we just do a lot of off script stuff, honestly. Here we are about 45 minutes in. Um, last thing here. Oh, do you want to go over more incentives?
I think we already covered all those, right?
Oh, there's so many.
How long are we going, an hour?
Yeah, I figure about an hour.
Mm,
Or we can go over the Pro Bowl snubs.
let's go over incentives.
Okay. Does Josh Allen not get the Pro Bowl though?
Because he
Th-
throws it to the other team as much as
That's
he
the
throws
only.
it
That's
to
the
his
only
own
thing.
team.
All right.
That's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, but the numbers are so. But like, they don't win. They don't win without him.
No, 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 I agree.
Like, he's so valuable that he is like an All Pro guy like that.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, when you gotta think this,
Where's Tyler Huntley at? He was Pro Bowler last year.
he was, wasn't he? Because he got in at the end. And all right, so Amon Ra got snubbed as a top 10 wide receiver. Did DJ Moore get in?
Oh, I have no idea.
He might have actually. I know AJ Brown did.
Mhm. Puka did,
Yeah.
CD.
Oh, DJ Moore got snubbed. Oh, all the guys in that range. Okay. All right, here's the incentives. Derrick Henry needs one rushing touchdown to get 90 in his career, and he is at plus 200 odds. This is more of a milestone than an incentive. But last game of the season, they're not making the playoffs. This would tie him with Eric Dickerson and Curtis Martin, the 13th all time. Do they get it?
Is he a Hall of Famer already, you think?
Oh, yeah. Not even question.
Okay.
Not even
I
question.
just haven't looked at the numbers.
Yeah. Not even question. 13th place all time, plus 200 to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's a
I think that's a 200. I would take that in a heartbeat.
yeah, I like that.
My God. Another Titan, DeAndre Hopkins. We didn't even put him in the top 10 list.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't.
He was on the first list that we talked about.
I
He's a
didn't.
top 10. Yeah, I'd take him over DJ Moore and Amon Ra.
At this point in their career,
Like no, just like right. I mean like
like right this second, that's
right
all I'm thinking.
yeah, right this I'm not
You would
saying
still
I'm not
take it.
saying like 5 years from now. Like you
No,
get
no,
him.
right. I'm
Yeah,
talking right
right
now.
now. Yeah.
You take
Yeah.
D Hop over DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He needs 7 catches for quarter mil and 49 receiving yards for a mil, and then 2 touchdowns for another quarter mil. So kind of
I
ignore
don't know
that
about
part.
any
But
of those.
49 receiving yards for a mil.
I like that one over the receptions.
Yeah, 7 is a lot. What do you think his line's at? I have the DraftKings pulled up. I did. I
I bet it's
changed it.
probably around 40, 40 to 50.
But I
Probably
say
like 4.5.
he needs 49. I mean, for $1 million, no slump for him. Maybe. All right. He is at not even up yet. Cool. Um, they have 2 players lines. It's Friday. The game's Sunday. What is going on? They just have no idea who's playing.
I guess.
I guess that's what it is. You think? What do you think Henry's at? Derrick Henry's down to plus 100 actually on DraftKings. He was at plus 200 on Caesars according to this thing.
Hmm,
It probably got hammered once people saw that.
yeah.
All right. Let's see what else. I'm just trying to do offensive ones. Kelsey is 19 yards away from 1,000 yard season.
Yeah, he gets that.
Okay. I don't know how you bet on that.
Actually, well, is he playing?
I would assume he gets the 19 yards.
Yeah.
That's my
Probably
guess.
another first half bet.
Yes.
Like they're just gonna feed
Need
him real quick.
one more touchdown to pass Jason Witten for the fifth most touchdowns by a tight end in NFL
I don't
history.
think he gets that.
Yeah, I don't think that they're worried about that. And then, hmm, a lot of defensive ones. Darius Slayton needs 1 catch for the Giants to get $2.5 million bonus. How do you even bet that? Let's see. Bills incentives, all defensive. Dolphins incentives are defensive. Oh, that's a playing time bonus. I mean, Minshew's gonna get $2 million for playing more than 65% of the team snaps.
That's awesome.
I know, he's at 86 right now. So cool. I love that dude.
Oh yeah, everybody does.
All right, Joe Flacco receives $75,000 for every win with the Browns and larger bonuses for wins in the playoffs. Quarter mil in the wild card, half a mil in the divisional, 1 mil in the AFC Championship, and if they win the Super Bowl, $2 million.
So what is that like $3.5 million?
Yep, just like that for your Super Bowl contending Cleveland Browns. What do you think on this? Only $100,000, so it's really not great. Joe Mixon needs 2 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, it's so stupid that it's rushing touchdowns. What if it were,
Not touchdowns.
yeah,
Annoying.
because he's got like, I think he's
He's
got a
got
few receive.
several. Yeah,
So if it was just touchdowns, he would have hit it already.
I love the owners.
The Bengals. The Bengals. Zeke needs 252 total yards in the final game to get a $375,000 bonus for 975 total yards on the year.
Yeah, I think if he goes into Belichick's office and says like, "Hey,"
Feed me.
I think he'd say, "Go shove it."
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's really about it. Nelson Aguilar for the Ravens is the only other one. Odell has one, but I don't think he's playing. I think he already came out and said, don't bet on it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, he literally said, don't bet on it.
I mean, You could tell he's not in it for the money anymore. Like, he's just, like, wants I think he just wants to
He wants to
be
win.
good again.
Yeah, he wants to win.
Yeah.
And, which is like he was so he was a diva originally.
I mean, still
I don't think he's that bad anymore.
I think I mean, it's tough to be a diva when you're not a star.
But I think his talent is still there. Like, it's there.
Well, yeah, he's coming off double ACLs. Like, that is not
Did you
any
see the catch that he had last week down the sideline?
I'm not sure.
Crazy.
I mean, he's good.
No, I know. He's awesome. He really like, it's such a shame that he got hurt because
Especially, like, what if he would have stayed with the Browns and, like, he'd have Joe Flacco right now throwing him the ball? So Lamar.
they probably wouldn't have Deshaun Watson.
Be good.
Be a change of pace in Cleveland. All right, so
What about this? They signed Joe Flacco to an extension and, cut Deshaun
so they're idiots. You know why?
because they signed Deshaun to the biggest deal in NFL history knowing what he was doing.
Fully guaranteed.
Like,
Fully the only quarterback in NFL history coming off the charges that he
it's like
has,
20 something sexual assault charges.
almost 30, um, and you decide to give him all of his money with no questions.
Well, there was a, if there was more lawsuits coming up, then they could void it if they wanted to. That was part of it.
But that's still I
And I'm pretty sure they did like, more charges did come and they didn't void it.
that is the thing. They wanted their franchise quarterback so bad, and you whiffed. He's not good.
He's not good at all.
He was good. I thought it was a great
Yeah, he was great.
I thought it was a great football sign. I'm gonna preface that. I thought he was a really good football player. Okay. I'm not saying it was the right sign. I just thought like, hey, he's a good quarterback.
Just a wild thing to do for a guy that didn't play the year before and now has the weight of 20 something sexual charges.
I don't think he's weighing that at all. I don't think he cares.
I think he's human. He definitely cares.
I don't know if he does.
Then
Oh,
why does he
why did
suck
this
now?
thing blow around? Oh, there. It blurred me out.
Good. Too
Oh,
ugly.
nice. Why did it do that? Oh,
You're
stupid.
ugly.
Wonder how long it was doing that.
For the whole time.
That wasn't. I knew that. I don't think he cares. I genuinely don't.
But doesn't care now.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe then, yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
then probably. But and then
But
he was like, suck.
yeah, he's I thought this year he would actually be good again. Like I
I,
thought like having the year of playtime and then
yeah.
come back.
Yeah, turn no.
He's not the answer. Joe Flacco is.
He is the answer.
Flacco the
You
man.
see, I think
Flack
I
around and find out.
think he said he needed like 20 yards to pass Johnny Manziel for like 29th all time.
Johnny, do you see Johnny's tweet back?
Yeah, I forget what it was, but
Said
I saw.
some records are meant to be broken. You're damn right they are, Johnny. Damn right they are. I'm on the take that um he was never actually that good at Texas A&M, and Mike Evans was always just amazing.
Did you see? I don't remember his name, but it was an analyst. He's not really there anymore, but he was on record talking about how like Manziel is not a first rounder. I wouldn't take him with a second round pick. I wouldn't take him with a third round pick. I'd take him with like maybe a fourth rounder
Yeah,
if I like wanted to take a shot on him. But he was like, "This he's not good, and here's why." And he went through everything. It was like almost like an Orlovsky bit. And he did the same thing with Jadeveon Clowney. He was like, "I would take Khalil Mack 1-1. I wouldn't even lose any sleep about it. I know I got an All Pro guy for the next 10 years. Jadeveon Clowney is not a good football player. He's just a freak athlete."
it
He's like, and
was.
he went through film. He's like, "This is why he's not doing this. He's not doing this. Everybody's a freak in the NFL. He's gonna have a fine NFL career, but he's not gonna be great."
Yeah. He's had a good year this year, but ultimately not what everybody
Yeah.
expected.
Well, everybody thought it was gonna be Miles Garrett,
Yeah,
and
he's not.
no,
Khalil Mack's awesome.
Maction baby.
I was at he played Ohio State while he was there, and he had a pick six on Braxton Miller. I was sitting in the end zone side, and he ran it to me, and he was just wrecking the game the whole time. And you're like, my dad and I are like, who the hell is this guy? Sorry for cussing. Who the hell is this guy from Buffalo? Like he was a menace. And turns out like he's the fourth overall pick in the draft. And I'm like, well, that's who it was. He was so insane. Like he was just you're like, why is he in Buffalo? Like, how did he end up only in like to that school? It just did not make sense after watching him just destroy the Buckeyes the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just develop at a slower pace, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
Like, I mean, obviously
100%
different set of circumstances, but, like, Josh Harrison, or James Harrison, Steelers, the end.
for a while. Yeah,
Yeah, Kent State.
yeah. Can't read,
Yeah, Julian Edelman,
can't
Kent
read.
State,
3 Archer.
Archer, for a little bit.
You were there. Were you there when he was there? He was before you, like right
Yeah, so,
before
like,
you.
nobody went to games.
Yeah.
It was before.
Okay. I would have gone to see him play just because he's so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we were just so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, we had academic, like, honor stuff if, like, you had, like, a 3.5 or above. Smart guy.
You got on that?
Every semester.
Wow.
Yeah. But, yeah, so, like, the thing is, like, after the first quarter of one of the football games, everybody walks out, and they bring the camera on, they make an announcement, whatever, everybody all 10 people in the stands clap, and,
What a great time.
so, like, where we parked, we show up at the end of the first quarter, walk straight out onto the football field, and then when we're walking off, we just walk straight to our cars. Like,
That's it?
nobody stays for the game
Yeah.
because it's just like, I'm not watching, and, like, it'd be different if they were a good MAC team, but, like, I'm not gonna watch a bad MAC team play against an average MAC team.
No, right.
It's just like, well, like, what am I'd
I
rather go
I know
watch a high
people
school
that will
football game.
turn on, like, Maction like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's fun to watch it, like, on TV because it looks like a different game because everybody's so much smaller
so
and
much
a lot
slower.
slower,
Yes.
and the holes are a lot bigger. So it's just, like,
I
more of
can't
a relaxed watch.
It is. But I've watched, like, Ohio State football for so long, so when I think college football, like, that's what I
Yeah,
think of, right? And I'm watching that, I'm like, "This is terrible."
yeah.
Like, I don't wanna watch this, so I can't do it personally. But I get it, like, it's a fun, like, Thursday or Wednesday night game, like, in bet type of
Like,
thing,
if it
and
was a Saturday, I'd be like, I'll watch a movie instead."
right.
But, like, it's
Wednesday
Tuesday, I'm
night,
like,
yeah.
"Wha
What else am
what
I
else am I
gonna
gonna
do? Yeah,
watch?"
I know. 100%. That's why they do it, I think. It's a great idea out of them because
Fantastic.
you wouldn't get views any other way. Alright. You got anything else for the people?
I think that's all I got.
You're back?
That's for another day.
Okay.
Can't wait to talk about
Oh,
it.
we need to plug this really quick. Alright. We need to plug our, new subscription service.
Oh,
So while we're both together, all right. So I just want to make an official announcement. Adding on to the podcast of Crossover Athlete Insights, Joey and I will both be doing a new edition, and it is going to be Crossover Athlete. Well, actually, what do you want to call it?
same thing, man.
Crossover Athlete. Hmm. Baseball. You're not helping me. All right. Give me something good. You guys will get to see this live. How
Oh, I
cool
got
is
it.
that?
Crossover Athlete, Insights.
You're an idiot. Are you sure you got a 3.5 at Kent?
Positive.
All
I
right.
think everybody did.
Well, anyways, we're gonna expand. I'll just restart the whole promo, honestly. Um, so Joey and I are going to expand Crossover Athlete Insights podcast into a lessons page for all you baseball players out there, high school, middle school, college, whatever you guys want to go to. It'll be an online web-based subscription service where you can text us um, video of your stuff, video of your pitching. We will help with mechanics. We will give you drills. We may even get into some workout type of stuff if we can get some strength coaches along with us. I know some guys, Joey knows some guys, so maybe that will be part of it as well. We are working out the pricing. We're going to get this out to you guys on through Instagram and TikTok, and try and see what you guys are looking for. So, new piece of the puzzle for Crossover Athlete Insights, continuing to grow, is a new subscription lesson base for all you baseball athletes out there. All right, that's it. Anything else?
No, that's all I
Okay.
got.
Thank you for tuning in to this Saturday's edition of Crossover Athlete Insights. We are co-host Joshua Shapiro and Joey Murray from the Dungeon. We'll see you next time.